Good morning, everyone, and this is Cynthia Ray. I know you have seen my posts on Facebook about fitness challenges, about nutrition, about Shakeology, about exercise and wellness and all that stuff. But I wanted to take an opportunity to make a little video and explain to you all what this is all about, why I do what I do, and what keeps me motivated and excited to coach and teach nutrition every day. This is kind of hard for me to talk about, but here I go. Anyway, why I do what I do. I am a dietitian, of course, and a fitness specialist, and that's not where my story begins. My story actually begins when I was a little girl. My family was fantastic. My parents were great at teaching me how to eat healthy and clean back in the 70s and 80s with what they knew. And we were the kids that didn't get the sugary cereal. We complained sometimes about it. We got cornflakes instead, which were yummy. We got the whole wheat bread with alfalfa sprouts and turkey sandwiches for lunch. Rarely any chips sometimes, but we got apples and fruit for snack. We got the watered down orange juice drinks that my mom would make from concentrate, that frozen stuff. And kind of complained about that too, but didn't realize anything different until our friends' parents gave us something different. We got portions of ice cream, and we always wanted more, but we had to wait for another time. And that's where I learned nutrition. I learned from my parents and how vital it is. However, that kind of took a turn. As I got to be a little bit older, around 13, 14-ish, I was always labeled in my family as the thin, healthy, and fit one. And I was the one, youngest of three, who never had to lose weight. I was the one who was fit, healthy, and strong, and that was who I was. And I really didn't know who I was outside of that, because I felt like I was valued by my parents and my family as that person. I'm pretty shy naturally. I know sometimes as a coach you don't necessarily see me as a shy person, but generally I am. And so through thinking that my identity was found in how I looked and how I acted, or actually not even how I acted, how I looked, and maybe that would attract people to me because I was too shy to talk to people, I decided to take my nutrition and fitness to the next level as I got older, with social anxiety in high school and situations that are a little bit more challenging when you get to high school. I thought that, well, people will really like me and think I'm so amazing if I can be this really fit, pretty attractive, healthy girl that nobody could touch because I was this amazing person, an athlete. So I did that, and what I ended up doing was hiding and seeking diets, but without my parents knowing, because I knew I would get a lot of shaming and blaming because I was a thin one and they would think I was crazy for doing something like that. So what I did was I hid it, and I took my mom's Weight Watchers manual and followed it step by step, just like it shows you, and started my first diet under wraps. And eventually that led to not eating or eating very little during the day, taking my lunches to school, but not showing my parents that I didn't eat, hiding them, throwing them away, and so on. And decided one day I needed to fast for a period of time, and my goal was for 1 week with some water but no food. So that, I just remember the pain of feeling that every day. But I did it and ended up having some issues with lightheadedness, dizziness at school, almost passing out a few times, and was in horrible pain emotionally and physically. Then later on, when I went away to college, it just got worse. I was scared and alone at college, didn't know what to do, and went back to my eating disorder for comfort, and decided to overexercise to numb myself from being afraid of being alone away at school through overexercise and becoming bulimic. I just couldn't be hungry and fast any longer, so my body took over my mind's thoughts. And even though I didn't want to eat in my head, my body was starving. So I ended up overeating and being afraid, and ended up purging through exercise or vomiting or laxatives or whatever I could, or just not eating to avoid those feelings of not feeling good about eating. Anyway, that's what I did. And I was actually thinking I was doing the best thing I could ever for my life and be as being as fit and healthy as I could, as I thought I was dieting, I realized that I wasn't dieting anymore, that doing those things wasn't on my mom's meal plan at the beginning, and this was more than I could handle. It was out of my control. So I ended up seeking help and finally told my parents what I was doing when I was away in college, and was able to, through the grace of God, find a treatment program in my area over at Cal Poly, and for 1 year was in intensive treatment and was doing school at the same time, which was amazing. And through that year, I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about what it means to eat healthfully, what it means to eat mindfully, what it means to live without having to count calories, count how much calories I was expending with exercise, and truly, finally, enjoy exercise for what it was and what it can do for me and how it can serve my body well, and how nutrition can actually serve my body and not something that I am fearing or not knowing what to do with because it's too scary. But finding balance in my life, and finally found recovery over the years, but never really found recovery as I have it now. Have to be honest, and between college and this point in my life, I was still exercising excessively, not so crazily, but still doing things that I thought were right because of what I learned in school as a fitness specialist in my training, and with nutrition as a dietitian. But also I was still in my recovery mode because in treatment I learned intuitive eating and mindful eating, where you listen to your body and basically eat whatever you want whenever you want. And that's what I was doing because I was so excited to be recovered. I thought, I can eat whatever I want whenever I want. And I did. And there was so much freedom in that, and so happy that I learned that. But after I had Charlie, I had finally learned how to exercise smart, how to exercise with what science is saying, and that learning that less is more, and that I can actually get more out of doing only 30 minutes of high intensity interval training a day and get better results than I've ever had in my life, to actually feel better, to feel healthy, to feel clean, to feel energized, to feel what real wellness is, what I've been trying to give my clients for the past, however long, 15, 20 years of being in the fitness and nutrition industry. That it doesn't take an hour-long spin class that I used to teach. It doesn't take 5, 6, 7 days at the gym of doing strength training and an hour, of cardio a day. I actually wasn't really that fit. I thought I was fit. I used to do triathlons. I did all these things, but I actually was damaging my body more than I was helping it. I am totally amazed every day on how only 30 minutes of exercise that is scientifically correct is actually giving me the results that I need, giving me time with my family. I don't even have to go to the gym. I can just turn on my little DVD, press play, or my on-demand and press play, and get an amazing workout with a trainer who is sought after around the world, somebody who knows what they're doing, who's up to date with science, who honors every person for where they're at and doesn't try to push somebody ahead of where they are, and celebrates each person for where they are, their fitness level, where they're very beginners and not even moving, to people who are athletes who want to be challenged a little bit more. And I am so thankful that I found the Beachbody programs and how it's changed my life. And I'm finding Shakeology too. I'm using all these names, and a lot of times I'm apprehensive to say the word Shakeology or to say the word Beachbody, but it honestly has changed my life. I found whole food nutrition that I can give to my clients and my family. First off, me and my family, to really find what it means to eat clean, to eat whole, to eat intuitively, but also to eat healthfully at the same time, which in my recovery I never really understood you could do. So I am asking you all to join me if you're wanting to change your life, to find something new. You haven't been getting results in the past. You say you don't have the time to exercise. You say that you're not sure what to do when you go to the gym. You say that when you go to the gym, you're feeling like you don't know what to do, or you feel intimidated or overwhelmed by the people who are there. I know, I've been a trainer for a long time. I see people who go in the gym and they get my help because they're afraid to go. You can actually do this in your home and look silly. I do it in my jammies in the morning, sometimes with even bare feet, and do my workouts and get amazing results. I've had these transformations in my life, not just physically, but an emotional transformation. And I want to challenge all of you that if you are wanting to do something that's actually going to work, I know some of you guys like the idea of social fitness, which I love too, being in a gym or being in a boot camp, things like that. awesome. The amazing thing about Beachbody is that they just put together an on-demand program that you can stream live anywhere. You can go to the gym, you can go to the park, and you can watch your 30-minute HIIT video and get amazing results. So if you need social, there it is. If you want a good price, I can give that to you. We have some great challenge packs for an amazing price that I know as a trainer myself in a gym, people are paying me hundreds of dollars for personal training. And challenge packs, that you can have a DVD for 90-day workouts with these amazing world-renowned fitness trainers for just like $140 and amazing nutrition at the same time with the Shakeology. You can get that, and you have that for forever. You have the library of DVD workouts forever, and there's tons more that are out there available. Beachbody's amazing program or company, and they're always coming out with something new. So I want to challenge you to join me in my challenge group. My challenge groups are involved with community. There's people on Facebook and my private Facebook pages who are making amazing strides in their fitness and getting amazing results and learning so much about themselves emotionally and spiritually as well as they transform their bodies into being the best that they can be. So you get a sense of community, which is why people don't want to, or why they fall off of doing fitness, because they get tired or bored. But with community and me as your coach, you're going to get constant motivation, inspiration, and I'm a firm believer in community and how much it changes people and keeps them on board. So, again, if you want to join my challenge group, my next one starts May 25th. And if you're in, then put "I'm in" on this post. And if you have any questions, you can personally message me and we'll go from there. But I want to challenge you for 30 days to join me in my next challenge group and see how it can change your life as much as it has changed mine. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in my next group.